Alright guys, here we are for another trailer reaction. Today we're reacting to the trailer for the movie Mara.
If you see her, you're already dead.
I have had that thought.
Olga Kurylenko.
Let's check it out. Probably foreign.
A lot of weird eyes, a lot of foreign names. Looking forward to it.
Pleasantly in English.
It was in English, that's right.
Yeah, that was decent. I always like a thing where, like the no-win scenario as I describe it, where it's like when you sleep, you die.
You
well,
like the no-win scenario?
Eventually,
I thought you hate the no-win scenario.
No, I like. I don't like the idea of being in it. That's
Okay.
horrifying.
Usually, like, I would just kill myself.
Well, yes, that's what I would do, because that's the only way out. But so, like, this is not your typical no-win scenario, because it's not like you're trapped in something coming closer to you. It's when you fall asleep, you're gonna die. So like ultimately, eventually, you're gonna fall asleep, and it only takes a second, presumably, because the moment you're unconscious, she's on you. So that's horrible.
Yeah.
I would never want to be anything close to this. And
let me say, and I apologize if you remember me talking about this not on camera, but no one else has had to endure this yet. But I've had sleep paralysis. Mm-hmm. So like the minute this like started and we start to like see like what's happening, there's a shot of her in the bathtub, and the way they like tied the camera to her movement and like perfectly communicated to me that she like couldn't move or whatever. It was really awesome. And then you see this like figure. So there's like elements to sleep paralysis. Like your mind's awake but your body's asleep is how people call it or whatever. So like you can't move. You feel like you like can't breathe because you breathe very slowly when you sleep compared to when you're like awake. So you feel like you're not breathing right. You feel like you can't move. And apparently, which I have never had, thankfully, there's an element to it where you like feel like there's someone in the room, like there's like a presence in the room, and people, due to you being in this weird state halfway between being asleep and being awake, you can like fill in that gap by like imagining, and that's where all the succubuses and witches and stuff and all those like legends come from that they hint at here or whatever, right? So that's awesome, and it's awesome that I've never had someone in my room either. I've just had I can't breathe or something like that.
One time I had a thing where I had that like where I could not move, but eventually it like broke and I was able to like get up. But it was a few seconds of like it was very weird.
I shouldn't give this away in case there's monsters in like the real world, but I used to have tied to it like this recurring nightmare of being like under the ice of like because you feel like you can't breathe. So tied to this feeling, I used to feel like I was underwater. There's a scene in Legend where he tries to come up, but it's like frozen over perfectly, but like a thin sheet of like perfect fake, ice or whatever. And I was like under there. So I have this like a move where I kind of try to like push through and break it, and that like wakes me up, kind of like she does when she goes and comes out of it. You like do that, and like your heart's racing, and you're like, God damn, not again. It's this like horrible feeling. So I mean, I don't know what percentage of the population has ever experienced this, but
I think it's more common than you think.
I was gonna say, like, I think it's relatively common. So this might be like super, like, oh shit, for like a lot of people or whatever. I don't have it that much anymore. I used to have it a lot more. I'm not sure, just grow out of it or like change stuff or like whatever. But
you'll have it tonight.
I had it enough to have like a go-to move, because it's like Lucid. You would like realize it's happening and be like, okay, I have to like push my face through this like cellophane and like break it, this like ice stuff, and like get out of it or whatever. So that's weird, and how the world works. This movie, of course, though, is taking it to like 100,000 miles past that, where there's a demon and she's hunting people, and they become these like twisted things. When she kills you in your sleep, it's got a Freddy Krueger
angle. I like that kind of kill thing when you
yeah.
see people done like that. Cause like there's no like, well, how were they killed? Obviously supernaturally. Jesus, what do you mean?
No, I know.
They're wrapped around themselves.
Right, where it's like cause of death. Someone turned him into a pretzel in his sleep. It's like, I don't know. It's a rare spine condition. Like, no, it's not. God.
There was a movie we reviewed not too long ago where like a whole family is suffering from this thing, where they all wake up and they go to the sleep clinic and shit happens and blah blah.
Oh yeah, I want to see that.
I forget what it's called. I saw it.
Oh no,
it was decent.
I guess stop watching movies.
The first season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, there's a similar demon that like kills you while you're sleeping, and like you're trapped and you freak out. But I like this. I think this could be interesting.
Freddy Krueger's the go-to, right? You fall asleep somewhere, and then you have an incident with Freddy there.
Yes.
So, like, there's that thing of, like, did you just do this, or are you asleep still, and, like, you're just imagining that you're there?
Yeah.
That's
that
awesome.
dream within a dream, always terrifying. And this weird, gangly-armed freak, I don't want it to,
At the end, right? So that was the thing. Like, The Grudge, to me, kind of missed out. Like, she was wet, and she was moving weird. But when things like exorcism or demon or monster things, it's that like crunch crunch crunch, those noises when it like moves and all that stuff. That's what like triggers me to be like, I'm scared of this thing. Oh no, because this has the same. And like she's like in the shower curtain still later. Like it's very weird. I'm like, I don't know about this monster. But that last shot when it's like kunk, 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 and like doing its thing.
Yeah, no, this
scary.
looks decent. I'm gonna give this a thumbs up.
Oh yeah. By the way, thumbs up. I don't know if that was clear from the.
Let us
the
know
thing.
in those comments below what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.